This time we're looking to get most of these models exported and then turned into the correct format for Gamestudio. Let's get this entire thing started. Go with this first. It's the biggest piece. Go to File, Export, Wavefront, and we will call this now I should probably leave it what it is called, shouldn't I? So we'll do that. Selection only, export. Next up, the trees. Do those the same way. File, export, OBJ. Okay, they can be called the same thing. So, name this one main trees. Export. Now that we see that everything's going to be called main, let's switch over to the other program right quick and try to import. Going to go import model from Wavefront OBJ. Have to find it here. So here's the first one. Want to replace. There we go. So that worked. Now we can save this into the file format that Gamestudio uses. Go to File, Save As, and we're going to call this Terrain. I know it's not a terrain, but it's close enough. And now that we've done that, we can close this one. So I'll switch back over to Blender momentarily. There we go. While I close out that first model and bring in the second. Hang on one moment here. Alright, we've got med back up, so of course. Why am I not surprised? Hang on. Alright then. There we go. We're back into med. The model editor. So now we're going to import another model from Wavefront OBJ. And this time it's the trees. Want to replace existing model. And there we have our trees. Textured correctly and everything. How nice. So we're going to save this as trees. So that's saved. We can now close this one out and start on the next. Give me a moment here to get the next med window opened up, so we're set up for that. Alright, there we go. So next up we'll do the main building there. Export, well, file export wavefront.obj, and we're going to call this Town Hall. Make sure selection only is checked and export away. Switch over to med, import model from Wavefront OBJ, Town Hall. We do want to replace. And there it is. There's our Town Hall building. Yeah. Gotta remember the controls for med. Everything looks right. Always good to double check that the textures are what they're supposed to be when you bring a model in. Things can go wrong, very badly wrong, and you have to verify that everything is correct. So now with the med, or with the Town Hall building saved into the MDL format for Gamestudio, we are ready to move on to the next model. And once again, for one moment. Gonna try something here. Ooh, I can have multiple instances of med open at the same time. This will make things easy. Much easier. Alright, with that out of the way, hold on, we got some noise in the parking lot. I guess not. I just thought there was going to be, hear this guy revving his motor. So this will be the artist's house. But we have to remember we don't have everything here. We have the accessories as well. But we'll get the main building exported. Artist home.obj, selection only is checked. We are good to export. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and do the accessories as well. Going to export the OBJ. There we go, everything is checked that should be, so we can go ahead and export. And now over to med. Get the right med instance up here. It was the other one then. Yep, this is the one I want. Okay, we're going to import model from wavefront OBJ. I realize you're not seeing the menus. I can't do anything about that at the moment. Going to bring in artist home.obj. We want to replace. And there we have our building model. So we'll go ahead and save this. It's now saved. We can close this med window out. That brings us over to the other one. This one. And we're going to import file, import model from wavefront OBJ, artist home accessories. And replace, and there we go. Zoom in here and make sure everything looks like it should. And indeed, that all looks right to me. So we're going to save it using the same name as before. There we go. So that's a few models already done. Let's switch back over to Blender real quick. And let's do the little store, I think is what this is supposed to be. I think. Regardless, that's what we're calling it, isn't it? Hang on. I can check that out. Yes, general store. Want to be sure I'm saying the right things there, calling it what it is. So we're going to export to wavefront. Make sure the correct checkbox is selected. export away. Then we'll be moving over to the farmhouse. So let's get that one exported as well. Missing an O, aren't I? It's a farmhouse, not a farmhouse. So there we go, that's exported. And then the fence line. I'll export this as farmhouse fence. There we go, and then the little planty areas. Export those. These we will call farmhouse crops. And export. Now to open up enough med windows to do the job here. Be one moment while I do just that. We had 4, I think. I'll open up another one just to be on the safe side. Just to be sure. There we go. And now I will have to find my way through them all, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Can switch over to med. And we'll figure out which one we need to be in here. We'll try this one. Let's see what we got. Nope, wrong one. How about this one? Wrong one. Not this one either, huh? Still not it. Okay. Well, interesting. There we go, got it finally. Alright, let's import our model. First one is going to be the general store. And there we go. There's that general store. Go ahead and save it as a general store. There we go. Next model. And that means getting the next med window. I think we got it now. Nearly. There we go. So let's import the next model from Wavefront OBJ to the Farmhouse. And there we go, there's our farmhouse. Go ahead and save it. And one more to go. Well, two more actually. Let's close this one out. And on to the next med window. Bring in the model from Wavefront. Be the fence this time. And there's our fence. Go ahead and save it. As farmhouse fence. Model is saved. Have one final model, don't we? Let me get the correct window here. There we go. File, import, model from Wavefront OBJ, farmhouse crops. And there we go. They look right. Go ahead and save it. And I think that's going to do it for this time. We will pick up from here next time. We'll get the rest of these models exported out. I will see you all then. Hey there everyone, just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you did enjoy the video, how about giving it a thumbs up? Alright, I will see you all next time.